Hello everyone, welcome to my channel PhD Chats. I am about to fast for 5 days and I've already started because today's day one, so stay tuned and I will give you all the details. PhD Chats, if you have not yet already subscribed, can you please hit subscribe and the notification bell so that you do not miss any more of my future episodes. And for all of my subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in and supporting my young budding channel. I'm going to get to 1 million subscribers someday and it will be all because you started it. Guys, I am not going to be eating for 5 days. So today is day one of a 5-day fast. No food for 5 days because I believe that fasting is a cure. It's a cure for many things. So here's what I'm going to do in the video today. I am not going to talk too much about the why because there are amazing physicians, there's doctors, there's nutritional specialists on YouTube who will explain exactly what is going to be happening in my body over the next 5 days. I am linking a video right here. This video, the link is in the description to Dr. Berg's What Happens If You Fast for 5 Days, explaining in great detail what happens, what is autophagy, when ketosis kicks in, the brain and body connection, and what fasting does with inflammation. There's so much of it online, so I'm not going to do a regurgitation of all the details. However, I am going to tell you what I am doing every day of the 5 days and how I am doing it. So today is day one. I woke up this morning and I felt my usual self. I'll be honest, I was thinking a little bit about, okay, I hope I make this happen. I hope I can do this. So I was a little bit anxious. I generally fast. I do OMAD. So I eat 1 meal a day. So not having food in the day is not during the day is not unusual for me. And I come home and I feast and I have a heavy dinner. I have lots of salad and vegetables and meat, protein, eggs. So I wasn't nervous about not eating in the day. But because I am doing this 5-day no food fast, I took the heavy cream out of my coffee. So when I woke up this morning, I thought, okay, I'm going to have a cup of coffee. It's going to be just black. Now, I freed myself from the sugar addiction a long time ago. I do not put sugar in my coffee and my sugar sensitivity is very high. So even if I did want to use a sugar substitute like xylitol, I would require a little bit and it would taste sweet to me. So not having the sugar, no problem. No sugar, no problem. But the heavy cream, which is, it's not milk, it is milk fat, basically butter. It is very filling when you're in ketosis or even when you're adjacent, you're not quite there. So that in my coffee, about, I want to say maybe like an ounce. I'm generous with the heavy cream. That in my coffee really fills. It gives the coffee body and creaminess, and it also is a source of fuel. So knowing this morning that I'm going to be having black coffee, I was thinking about it a little bit and I was a little bit anxious. I'm mentioning that because stress is the kryptonite to any healthy nutrition, any exercise routine, any clean eating, anything that you're doing to promote health and wellness in your body. Stress will undo it. So that's why I'm mentioning that when I woke up this morning, I was overthinking about how I'm going to succeed with this fast. And so I'm going to be very conscious of that tomorrow and just wake up and be at peace because, again, I would have succeeded with today. So today I've had no food, nothing to eat, but I have had some liquids and I'm going to share those with you. So my diet is going to be coffee. It's going to be water with electrolytes. Oh, I have to go get the electrolytes. And I'm going to take my supplements. Last week, in order to prepare for this fast, I made sure and was more consistent with my supplements. So I took this morning with my coffee. I had a cup of black coffee, no sugar, no cream. I had some magnesium, and this is the Nature's Bounty brand. Again, you can go to the professionals and they will rate the quality of the supplements. I also had some B12. And then I have zinc, which I'm trying to take every day. Now, in anticipation of not having the full heavy creaminess of the heavy whipping cream, I use some konjac root, which is soluble fiber. It's 100%. It just expands in your stomach. It's great for your body, and it kind of prevents that feeling of hunger that you're going to have. So I had, this is the powder form, but I had the capsule form today, twice in the morning and again at lunchtime, quote unquote lunchtime, because I'm not eating anything. Now, even though I'm not eating food, I am going to be fueled because my body is going to recognize that I'm entering into this space of starvation, and it's going to start using the fat in my body as fuel, which is one of nature's most optimum sources of fuel, which is the fat that's stored in your body. That's the reason that it's stored there. So this morning I had a cup of coffee. I got ready, went to work, and I took a bottle of my electrolytes with me. So I had the coffee. Again, it's not as filling as it would have been. So I did feel the difference with that. And also I took all of my supplements at the same time. And that is not my usual routine. I may take a couple B12. I take my zinc at night. I take magnesium every other day. So taking them all together this morning could have upset my stomach a little bit. I didn't feel overwhelming nausea, but I definitely didn't feel completely together, So the coffee, the nutrients, the minerals, and my electrolytes, and that's it. If I felt a slight incoming lightheadedness, I drank my electrolytes and that fixed it. If I felt thirsty or like I wanted to fill my tummy up, I took my glucomannan, my konjac root pills, and if I just wanted something warm and soothing, I drank my coffee, and that was it. And I do not feel hungry. I do have mental hunger. So your brain tends to pick up on your habits and it starts to make associations, right? So on an OMAD lifestyle, I do not eat in the day. I just have coffee or tea and water with electrolytes. And then in the evening, I have dinner. So I'm having that dinner. I sit on the couch. I'm with my family. I'm watching TV. Work is finished. So I'm in a very relaxed kind of, unwinding mode. And that's when I eat. So because I'm doing that over and over, introducing food in that state of being relaxed and unwinding and lounging on the couch, watching TV, my body has made a connection between that activity and food. So when I am home, even if I'm not hungry, when I sit on the couch and just relax and I put the TV on or I'm checking my phone, my mind starts thinking, oh, it's time to eat, because there's a connection with that. So when I was at work today and I was about to leave work, I started to get excited because I'm going home to eat. My body's like, yeah, we're going to sit on the couch. We're going to have our boiled eggs and salad, and we're going to have salmon. And then I remembered, oops, not today, right? I'm not having any of those things today. So I came home and I said, great, I will make a video, because I did want to document exactly how I feel over the 5 days with no food, because it does sound scary and it feels scary, but my body is going to be celebrating. My brain is going to be throwing a party. My digestive system is going to be so happy for the few days off where there is no digestion. So my intestinal walls can rejuvenate and get healthier and stronger. My inflammation, all of my joints are like, thank you, there's no food coming. I'm going to lose the water weight, burn some fat, just feel more awake and alive when I enter ketosis. So that is my day one. I am going to insert a picture of the electrolytes that I use right here. Again, I'm not a medical professional. Make sure that if you are thinking about fasting, that you talk to your doctor and that you explore all the benefits and the reasons and the concerns. And so you know exactly what you're doing. Fasting is very similar to how we ate in the past. We have just been socialized to eat all the time, to snack, which is probably one of the worst nutritional practices you can have, is to be eating all day, spiking your insulin all day, and just putting your digestive system in a constant state of work. And we have been commercialized. It's been advertised to us to eat breakfast and to eat lunch and to eat dinner and to, have all of these meals when the consumption of those meals are not correlating with our actual physical hunger. They correlate with our mental hunger, because eating feels good. Eating it's like a pastime. It is very self-affirming. It is comforting. It is soothing. It is very, very comforting to sit in front of a plate of food and just devour all your favorite things. With that said, a lot of the struggle with fasting is going to be mental, because in your mind, you're going to be thinking about food and how it feels to eat it and how the taste and the aroma and how it looks, more than your body is going to actually be asking you for fuel. So right now I am having a cup of tea. It's so good. It's an aromatic chai tea. I will put the picture of the tea right here for you. It has cinnamon flavor because I love cinnamon, and I often put cinnamon in my coffee, a cinnamon stick. So when you're fasting and you're saying no to food and the pleasures of eating, it is important that the coffee and the tea that you're having, that you enjoyed. So my tea, very aromatic. It's like, it tastes like, it smells like cake and all of the other sweet things that, will make your brain feel happy to think about. So I'm getting an aroma of cinnamon, even though there is no sugar and no cream in there. This morning I have my coffee. I'm going to have some more electrolytes later. Day one is going to be hardest, right? Because yesterday, Sunday, I had all of the things I enjoy. I was not even doing intermittent fasting. I had boiled eggs. If I thought of having 2 eggs, I had 2 eggs. I ate all throughout the day. I had meat and protein. So I had a full eating day yesterday. I didn't wean myself into it. So I am going to feel a little bit of hunger, kind of empty stomach, but I'm not starving. I do not feel weak. I do not feel faintish. I just have some extra time. I'm trying to figure out what to do with the time I would be eating, because the other part of eating when you do OMAD is that your body uses energy for digestion. So when I eat, I generally feel a little bit sluggish and relaxed. It's part of the whole routine, right? But now that I'm not eating, I feel very awake and alert, and I almost have to rethink my entire evening, right? I'm going to go watch TV with just a cup of tea. It just feels different than the routine of sitting with this plate and eating it, while I watch the news over an hour and in all of that. So it is kind of, it feels a little bit strange, right? Just removing that one practice from the evening. But I'm going to go have my cup of tea and then some electrolytes, and that is going to be it. I have my minerals. I may take some D3 later tonight and check and see what other good stuff. Maybe if I feel a little bit like I need it, I might take a B12. I took one this morning. So I'm just making sure that my body has everything it needs. Right now, my body is saying it's okay. I feel fine, and I'll see what happens tonight. And then tomorrow I will check in again. Please check out this video. Fasting is not a fad. It's not for fun. It's for healing and rejuvenating and just refreshing your cells. It is an excellent cure and practice for your body. This is my first 5-day fast, right? I think I fasted for 24 hours. I think I did like almost 36 hours, but I've never done 5 days. And I'm very excited because my body was asking me to kind of give it a break and kind of supercharge it and fast track my metabolism. Now, I am going to attempt to work out tomorrow. Tuesday morning is my 6 a.m. workout schedule. And so I'm going to see. Right now, I feel like I want to, and I feel fine. I don't know what I will feel like when I wake up in the morning. If I will have enough energy, maybe I may just go and walk on the treadmill. I know exercising while you're fasting sounds counterproductive, but it's actually a great idea because it's just expanding the caloric deficit. The more I work out, the more energy I need. And so the variance between how much is being put in my body and how much I need for fuel is just going to be wider. And so my body is going to consume more of the fat I have stored. It takes about 3 days, around 72 hours for ketosis to kick in, for your body to really recognize, wait a minute, I think this person is starving, and to start burning fat for fuel. So I am probably going to have to wait until Wednesday to get that real, full pump of energy. But I feel okay, and I'm fasting for 5 days. I'm going to continue to share all of the benefits, all the positive things I feel in my body. Make sure you do your research, because the next time I'm doing it, I would love to invite you in and to hear how you feel. And if you have any questions about why I am deciding to go without food for 5 days, can you please put it in the comments? I would love to answer your questions or direct you to a place where your questions can get answered accurately. Thank you so much for joining. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Today is March 16th, my day 1, and tomorrow, March 17th, my day 2. I'm going to check in with you and tell you how my 5 days fasting, no food, just liquids is going. So don't forget to check out PhD Chats tomorrow. Have a great evening, everyone. Bye-bye.